Hi, my name is Patricia Porter, based here at Haverfordwest, and I work with Metal Seagulls.
And I'm Jonathan Porter. Same thing. Metal Seagulls, Haverfordwest Airport, the Costa del Sol of Britain. The company was conceived the day after our daughter was born.
So that's nearly 7 years.
The company itself is quite diverse because we represent aircraft brands such as Zen Air, propellers like Duke and engines like UL Power. But that exposes us to a customer base in the light aviation industry that need custom parts. So we're often making everything from an oil radiator bracket through to parts for a complete aircraft. Patricia.
No, I think in my opinion, we are not a company that just gives you a simple answer. We are a company that likes to go a bit further to make sure each individual that we make something for is happy. It's not just the part we make for you, but we also dedicate the time to talk to them, listen to what their problem might be and what we can do to curtail those problems before they arise. And we are a bit of a one-stop shop, really. You can get a bit of everything from us. If you are ready for us to be able to have that journey with you, walk you through it, we can make everything to make you happy, which is, I think, is the best thing that sets us apart.
We set out with the brief that we wanted a machine that could do everything. Now, of course, everybody sets out with that idea. And we sort of narrowed it down. We were going to go for a router mill. We didn't want just a router. It had to be able to mill as well. So we started off looking at machines probably in the price of a car rather than the price of a house. The price of the car machines, they really didn't have that robustness nor that flexibility. They were just a router, they weren't a mill. And then we came across KiMLA.
Yeah, but then also, just to add a little bit to what you just said there, in our industry we make a lot of molds to be able to make custom-made parts, which we struggle to find a machine that will be able to allow us to machine for mold making. And then of course we came across the KiMLA and we were like, oh wow, I don't think we can sort of afford it as a small company, but then the more you look around at all the different things available, it sort of made sense to go for a KiMLA, because not only can you just cut sheet metal or cardboard, but then we realized that you can also cut carpet, which is essential for what we do in this industry, because there's all the upholstery for aircraft is done from carpet. So then we are like, okay, I think this machine is the one now to narrow it down to and sort of talk to the people and see what they can do.
The idea of the oscillating head came up and Patricia was like, look at all the things we can do with it. And I was like, no, look, the oscillating heads, we just want a simple router. So Patricia convinced us for the oscillating head. Thankfully, because we now with the oscillating head, we can cut cardboard templates at an absolute fraction of the cost of cutting straight off in a high-grade aviation aluminium. And that oscillating head has probably paid for itself in 3 months. We use it for everything, literally, whether we need a bit of furniture, or we need a template, or we need a prototype, or we've got to fix something, or to come up with a new product.
Or we need a part on an aeroplane quick.
Yeah. It's our go-to machine. I'd say it's got rid of probably 80% of the manual work we used to do.
Oh, yeah. I feel more.
And although it's, a big bit of kit, normally to do everything it does, you'd need much more space because we're able to condense so much into this area here, and it's not particularly noisy within the environment. So it really is, it's our go-to machine, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you can see here just a little bit of all the different things we've made so far. We are able to cut carpet, cardboard, acrylic,
polycarbonate,
yeah, aluminium, you name it, anything that a machine can make, literally we use our KiMLA for. So far it has...
I can't think, we've cut, let's have a think, we've cut pre-preg, we've cut glass, we've cut carbon fibre, we've cut leatherette, LVT, cardboard, I've said that one, foam. It's a bit like going for one of those competitions, isn't it? I mean, that's on the soft side. Then we've done stainless steel, we've done many different grades of aluminium. We're getting ready to do some brass. We've worked with sheet, we've worked with billet, we've worked with woods, carpet, rubbers, neoprenes. I mean, this is the whole thing, is that it really is, it's a go-to machine because of that flexibility.
So literally the conversation goes this way. We need something, can we design it? Yes. If we can design it, then KiMLA can make it.
Indeed, yeah. We weren't actually using CNCs here before. We built our own CNCs in the past. We reduced our amount of 3D printing, believe it or not. We've done less 3D printing. We've used plasmas in the past.
Yeah.
And we would have subcontracted out to somebody with a punching shop or stuff like that. So,
or use the Patricia. Patricia is, is also known as a CNC human being, basically.
Yeah, you give Patricia a drill and she's like a CNC going down there. We use a whole range of packages. If we start that, I'll go on forever. But the nice thing is that all the different packages we can export in a DXF or use a post-processor to come into there. Oh, it's so hard. I mean, honestly, they tear their hair out. I mean, no, it's absolutely a breeze. You've got to get a couple of quirks you've got to get used to, but like anything, once you've got used to it, it is so quick and easy to do things, which also means it's quick and easy to get it wrong, which is why we process in cardboard to make sure we get it right first time.
I'm very particular when it comes to buying stuff from people, and you know, there's a saying in this industry that we buy from people, not necessarily a company, and that we very much went down the route that with all the different people we spoke to about buying a CNC machine, I think Dalton's by far,
on the cutting side, absolutely.
Yeah, I think on the human interface basis, you know, there are nice people to approach, and you don't feel ashamed, you know, approaching them for help, which is nice. And the one thing that occurred to me is most of the time you buy something, it's easy to buy, and then afterwards the after sales becomes a problem, which I think with Dalton's Watkins is being like a breeze. You call them, you know, you send emails and you have that answer there. They are ready to help you, which makes after sales an absolute breeze.
I think, you know, as Patricia says, getting that right company to deal with people-wise. You give lifetime unlimited annoying phone call rights, and it's brilliant because you don't think, oh my God, I don't want to disturb them. You're more than happy to ring up and disturb the team, and they will give you an answer. Or, and this is something I absolutely loved in the early days when there were a couple of tweaks, the factory in Poland patches into the machine and tweaked out just a couple of little bit tuning points, and to know that you've got that backup on an investment. Let's be honest, you're buying a house when you buy a machine like this. It's that sort of investment. The KiMLA, I don't know how, but the KiMLA really is the most fun cutting machine we've ever had.
Yeah.